To bring you these live pictures. As I said a short while ago, it's a fluid situation. As you can see there, that is the EFF leader, Julius Malema, as well as Dalimpo for their leaving to that chopper that we're discussing. Mr. Pambo there, who spoke a short while ago, Vianney Pambo, the spokesperson of the EFF. He's there at the door on the right-hand side or the of myself, and left-hand side of the picture is also entering that chopper. As you heard in the discussions so far, as I think our reporter Samuel Masego stands by, as you heard there, the discussions pertaining to this were all about tea, and as far as the EFF are concerned, no official comment on exactly what was discussed. But as we said, these are live pictures there coming from Nkandla as the chopper is just about to take off. Interestingly, throughout the day, SABC News has been trying to cover the story, get a whiff of what would be discussed at Nkandla. But so far, as we heard from the EFF, no comment, as it were. And the question was put to Mr. Pamba there by SABC News' Samuel Masego on whether the former President Jacob Zuma will eventually go to the Commission of Inquiry. Had he conceded to do so? And there was no comment relating to that. Mr. Pambo saying that, telling Samuel Masego that he was not the spokesperson of the former President Jacob Zuma, but rather the spokesperson of the EFF. Samuel Masego is on the line now. Samuel, we see the rotors of the chopper starting to move. The helicopters just about leave Nkandla. We can confirm that we do have your pictures. You are with us, sir. What's the latest down there?
Essentially, what is happening here, Tabi, so Julius Malema has just entered that helicopter with Tony Ngeni, with Advocate Dalimpofu, and also Mzwandile Masina and Vianney Pambo, and they are leaving Nkandla right now. As you can see, the propeller of this chopper is just about to swing faster, and it may lift into the skies from this helipad that's here in Nkandla. And they are saying that the tea was very sweet, in the words of Vianney Pambo, and they are not going to say a word to the media about this particular meeting. And it's rather interesting that this meeting, there was senior counsel Dalimpofu in it as well, which gives credence to the speculation that said that this meeting was about the constitution of the Republic of South Africa. As you can see in our other shot that's now on screen on DMNG 10 of the propeller of the chopper about to leave Nkandla and head over to the King Shaka International Airport, where Julius Malema and his entourage will then fly off back to Johannesburg. We wait with anticipated breath to try and see if any of the team of former President Jacob Zuma will come out and say a word or two of what transpired in this tea session of the former president. But the meeting is done and they are indeed leaving, Tabi. So we still wait to see what was the actual agenda of the meeting, with Vianney Pambo not wanting to let the cat out of the bag.
Samuel, let's bring in the guests that they have with them in that chopper, Mr. Tony Ngeni himself. So we can sit here, and as much as we do not want to speculate, but everything about that meeting, in particular with the staunch supporter of the former president, Mr. Tony Ngeni himself, speaks of an agenda. One, there was an agenda there. There was certainly something very important, as was alluded by the president of the EFF, that was going to be discussed. So talks of just warm cup of tea and Marie biscuits will not fly. Excuse the pun, anyway.
It definitely will not fly that it was just a warm cup of tea, Marie biscuits, eat samosas that were being discussed. It's certainly political issues that have legal implications for the former president and for the country and for the trajectory that this country is headed in. And that was definitely on the agenda, the issues of the State Capital Commission of Inquiry, that judgment handed down by Justice Jafta at the Constitutional Court on former President Jacob Zuma being obliged to go to the State Capital Commission of Inquiry and to answer questions. So those issues were definitely ventilated in this meeting that former President J.G. Zuma had with Julius Silo Musabi Malema here at Nkandla, and also the presence of an ANC leader, a veteran of the struggle, in Tony Ngeni. As you can see, the aircraft, the chopper, now getting off the helipad, and going off to the King Shaka International Airport, where they will fly off back to Johannesburg. The chopper is now leaving Nkandla, the homestead of J.G. Zuma, the former president of the Republic of South Africa. There off they go. The meeting is done. It's concluded. We now wait to see what the former president, Umhlanganyelwa, would have to say about this particular meeting he's had with his erstwhile political foe, Julius Sillo Malema. As you can see, that aircraft off in those mountains of Ntunja Mbili, there on the opposite side of Nkandla, heading back to the King Shaka International Airport. So we now wait for Vugile Matebula, who is one of the communicators in the office of President J.G. Zuma, and what he will try and organize for us to get a word or two from the family, whether it's the former president himself or whether it's Edward Zuma, the son of former President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma.
Samuel Masego, SABC News senior reporter. Once again, my friend, do stay safe. Thank you very much for giving us the latest coverage from there. We'll keep our ears towards your phone call, and every time you call, we'll make sure that we pick up. And if you do have the latest news, please do come back to us.